Bill didn't even like get knocked off in the last one.
What, did he just fail the parkour?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What, Eric?
Yeah.
I will say, I'm not gonna pretend I did the parkour either, but I only missed the jump twice. So
Yeah.
No, you got a target in hardcore, Sugar.
yeah, it was fucking
I was
rude.
watching it first
You
hand.
got knocked off in the second half of that end parkour like 10 times.
Small.
The last one was so hard to do without getting knocked off as well, because of all the fences.
It is what it is, but yeah, I mean, I wasn't even watching America, I was too busy focusing on myself.
Things could have gone better, I suppose. I mean, it was pretty hard because Peppet wasn't really able to perform his role at the end because he was just getting beaten in his 1v1 with Zach, so he wasn't able to knock off as many people as he could have. But yeah, we also had some trouble just getting people to the end as well. I mean, I had some mess ups getting to the end, but I got there eventually. I know Sugar got knocked off at the very end like 5 or 6 times. I mean, it was ridiculous, but I think the real weak link in that first challenge was Emmerich. I mean, I don't think he ever got knocked off on the final part. I don't think he ever made it halfway through it. I mean, it was a pretty abysmal showing from him.
My mic was muted. Fuck you.
You take Dawson.
Awesome.
Jesus.
What's your take, Dawson?
I kicked Peppet. He didn't do shit.
Pepe.
Yeah.
He held off Grant for a bit.
Okay, but he disappointed me. But if we're gonna kick Americ, I'm down.
You want to do either?
I feel like the PvP one was a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
Especially because
Dawson was just joking with the Pepe.
especially because Pepe was getting fucking ladder camped to all hell.
Also,
That's what I did to Katie.
his ping.
That's
Yeah.
fair. So, are we saying Bill?
I mean, I think so because challenges.
I think he was bad at the parkour, like the first one. Your boy EM. Rick. Yeah, he was not a good jumper. Unlike my boy, Kaoki owner. Oh.
I mean, the people I saw that kind of strive in that challenge were like King and Glenn.
Yeah. Glenn's
like,
very good at challenges. I
yeah,
know that.
those are the people I saw strive a lot in those challenges. I think I did pretty good versus. I don't think I did bad at all versus.
We also need like smart people, like who's like, for example, Surger is smart.
Puzzles.
Yeah, he's smart, so like we need to keep him.
I'll be honest, I'd say like puzzles are more my strong forte.
Yeah.
Puzzles are more important in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly. Aaron memorized that shit so fucking quick, which is something we definitely do need for the future.
Okay, so basically after seeing my tribe, I knew that immediately my plan was to be in every conversation involving Sugar and X-Hockey. Why X-Hockey, even though he hasn't played before? Am I correct? Yes. Because Parker, he's a very social person, he's a dynamic player, and people will listen to him.
Definitely, we have to get Aaron around.
I think most of us had it memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously we need to come up with something.
Yeah, we need to come up with something here. I don't know if anyone has a name.
And most of you guys probably know the people, so who's usually good at the games? Because, you know, I haven't played other survivors, and you guys probably have more experience.
I think, like, not trying to put Carson on the spot, he's played with the most with these people.
I don't know a lot of people, but
I don't either.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I know
Is like
some people.
the people I know are like these 4 people right here.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think we just what's gonna make our tribe stronger.
So, my plan day 1, I'm just going to be whatever he is so that he doesn't mention my name, because if he mentions my name, I'm a DDoS to my real. Also, Sugar, he is a very smart player, and I like him. He's the person I've known the longest from everybody in this game. So immediately, you know, I'm just being myself, and by being myself, he's like, oh, I can take this guy to the end and beat him, and that's what I want the motherfucker to think. Also, then I see Glenn. as for some reason nobody knows, me and Glenn we play UHC almost every day. So he's my final two until I get rid of him at the final fight because he's too smart for me at the final tribal. It's because I cannot beat him at words. Yes, very good.
Right.
Sad.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a name. Like, I don't, I like.
Nobody wants to be the first person to throw out a name. To be
I mean,
honest,
I feel like people
makes
have
sense.
thrown out a name. I don't know if you guys heard anything, but I feel like some people have. I don't know if you guys have anyone in mind.
In our original 6, a name did get thrown out.
Name did get thrown out. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Was it my name?
One of us.
We can just tell them, Glenn.
yeah, I guess we could. It was
The
a
first
mare.
group, yeah, they thought America because he didn't finish the parkour. But thankfully for me, I at least finished the parkour. But if I were to guess who's going, it's gonna be someone that didn't do very good at the challenge.
Yeah,
And someone in the group did say that like a lot of his mistakes weren't due to the snowballs.
Yeah, even on the easy parkour, because I was like the parkour that I was throwing snowballs on, it was very easy, and like I was keeping my guy distracted.
Mine
and he
was
couldn't.
terrible, man. And
Yeah,
Zach,
Pepe,
he's a
you did
fucking
good. You had
beast.
like everyone.
No, you
in
did
there.
amazing.
I mean, I'm down for that. Might as well keep the tribe strong and stay unity. I just want to make sure we kind of have the votes for that, though, 100%.
Well, I don't know, but on my original 6, which none of you were in, all were good for it. I am completely not worried about myself tonight. The only name I've heard is Americ, and it's nearly a guaranteed vote off at this stage. No one else is trying to put anyone else's name out. We're just trying to get rid of someone quickly without disrupting the tribe too much more.
I don't know what you guys discussed. We literally didn't get a name.
Yeah, so.
We went Bill.
Yeah, because
Who?
Bill?
America.
Americ.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. You guys want to go with America? I think that's sort of an easy.
Yeah, because he walked off the edge a few times in the parkour.
Yeah. No,
Cause
Yeah,
I
agree
kept
with
Katie fucking in the water. She didn't
And
get
yeah.
any snowballs.
Lego, I made sure to like block the thing off so Lego didn't
Yeah.
get any. He had
Yeah,
very
literally-
few when he did.
I
knocked
knocked
him
Brent off so many times too. I was like,
Oh god.
Yeah, don't let come for me. I'm at 4 hearts.
Saya's kind of been annoying at the beginning of this tribe, always like coming up to everyone being like, oh, can we talk? And he just won't leave me alone pretty much. All 3 of my first talks have been with him. I'd like to see him gone, but there's also Americ who did horrible in the challenge. So I don't know, do I want to keep getting annoyed by Saya, or do I want to win some challenges and just vote out Americ?
Go.
Dude, he
As long as it's
literally
not me first.
he performed the worst at the challenge, and that's all we can base it on.
And
Yeah,
exactly,
we
the
literally
tribe
have
is
no
big,
other thing.
And lines haven't really been set. Yeah, I
Oop,
think
that's
sort
a
of-
start.
Wait,
Sorry,
hold up. That's
Ooh, I'll take
I
it.
want this block.
Alright, let's. Do you want to go back and.
What did you go?
talk to the others, I guess?
Dark Prismarine.
He very much he did lack in skill, and I think that Americ's gonna be the person that's gonna get voted out and the person that we're gonna target, due to we need to be challenged strong, but it's hard for me because he be wearing my head, and you never want to vote out someone who looks as handsome as I do.
Quick, just 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Since I can't really go anywhere, you mind if I stick
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
It's really considering that every single person is coming to me and saying, oh, I don't want to throw out a name.
Yeah, I was just gonna see like in a smaller group if you guys had any names.
The only name I'd feel comfortable throwing out, and the reason I would want to do this is because they're just going to float through the game, is Rocky.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
going
I
to do that.
agree.
That's the only name I could will say.
Okay, well then let's do what we have to get that
Yeah.
to be the case.
Okay.
I will say that me, Garrett and Sugar were talking, and the only person we could realistically put a name on was Rocky, just because he's likely to just float on through the game, but
Yeah.
that was about it, more than anything.
Okay, Rocky. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Doesn't seem like there's nothing we
There's
can really get
nothing to
anyone
base it
out
on,
on.
yeah.
Alright.
It's just
What's
you don't
that?
want to get rid of a strong threat because they'll be
They're good at
useful for
challenges.
challenges. There's just
Yeah,
nothing
you
to
need
go
it this
off of.
early.
Definitely.
Well, during the Scramble, I was off with 2 people, and one of the names that I heard from there being, I think is a good pitch to throw into the bus instead of myself would be Rocky. since I don't think he is too much of a... Well, I don't think he's going to be too helpful in terms of challenges-wise.
Oh, fuck.
We should go in here. We
We're
should go
gonna
in
die.
here. Pull out.
I'm good on. Okay, more mobs. This is beautiful. Oh my god.
Alright, well, have either of you two heard a name being thrown out yet, or is it just still...
It makes me worried. It's me. I'm a little worried. It seems like just like a cluster more than
How
anything.
long do we have for this yet?
Until they TPS, I think, so...
I don't know, but you know, I like this. I also like Sugar as well. He's a lad. Fuck me, but I'm still like, it's still out of the open. I'm like, fuck, like, because I screwed up a bit at the end. I'm a bit nervous for that, to be honest.
I would say when I was together with Garrett and Sugar, the only name that I heard them put out was Rocky, so that's seemingly
Is
the
that
only name I've heard at
is
this
that what
point.
we're doing then?
I have no idea. They just...
I mean, since he's the only name, like,
I mean, that's the only thing I really have to go off of. Everyone's been kind of wishy.
I mean, it's
yeah.
still the foot's vote.
And, well, I've got to do a good enough job of pitching for myself that, hey, that was just a one-time thing, and perhaps just to give me a chance to prove my worth. And I think that Rocky is a much weaker contender than I am in terms of challenge-wise. So I think I've got a good shot of potentially swinging the vote in my favor here, but it's going to be an uphill battle.
Don't listen to us.
No, I'm just looking.
No, we didn't. No, we're looking at the view. It's beautiful.
Hey, Sugar, can you get Dawson on board real quick?
With Dawson, we're doing America.
Yeah, I was there from the...
Okay, cool.
He doesn't know a thing.
I know.
Poor guy.
He thinks we're voting Rock. What a dummy.
Oh.
That's
I mean,
what
what a
Sugar
smart...
and I came up with.
Oh! He knows.
I didn't lose the challenge for my tribe because I actually finished the parkour, unlike that other dude on my team.
I didn't want you to know this way, bro.
Who said they wanted to vote me out?
It was all of us, bro. It was consensus.
Like, it was me, American, and Garen. We just, the three of us, we just sat there and we, like, he
Because
wanted the name right there and then.
tell
So we
them
just said,
that we were voting American. I looked at Tyler. I don't know why people call you Tyler.
yeah, why do you keep calling me Tyler?
I don't know. Look, what's your real name? Do you mind?
People call me Aven and my name's Dan.
Okay. Do you mind if I call you Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Dan, we were just chilling out there. I couldn't tell him what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe America should be voted out tonight. Tonight.